I'm about to get so real with you right now, okay? Here are 8 habits that will completely glow you up in just 21 days. Completely shift your reality. Energetically, spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally, in every single way possible. Your life will be transformed. And I'm going to say this right now. This is not surface level stuff. This is not a basic glow up guide list, okay? This is deep. This is deeply rooted in quantum physics, neuroscience, metaphysics, subconscious reprogramming. This is the exact formula that I have used literally countless times to elevate my identity, shift my reality, become that next level version of myself, become my highest self. And I'm going to give you all of my secrets. And I'm so excited about this video, and I know this is going to transform your life because it has transformed mine. And hi, welcome. I'm Alexi Gigi. I am so grateful that you are here, and I'm also so freaking excited to announce the new program I just released. It is called Recode, and this is a 21-day glow up program that will shift your subconscious at the root. Think of it as your personal guidebook to completely, literally transforming your entire identity in just 21 days. And what does it include? I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you guys to start on this. Okay, it includes an AM and PM meditation for every single one of these 21 days, so daily meditations. It also includes daily 24/7 subliminals that will get to the root of your subconscious mind, rewire your subconscious. It also includes mirror work activation audios to speak your new truth into the mirror, okay? And it also includes a 21-day journal filled with shadow work, filled with identity work, filled with like every single thing that you could possibly need to transform your entire reality. This will rewrite limiting beliefs. This will create new beliefs. This is not fluff, okay? And this will lock in your new identity, clear emotional resistance, and reinforce that habit change after 21 days. This is you rewiring your mind so that the version of you that you've always dreamed of actually exists right here, right now. And this is what Recode is all about. I'm so excited for you guys to use it and to hear about what has shifted in your life. And you can find that link down below. You know where to find it. And I love you guys. I'm so excited to hear how you love it too. Okay, now let's talk about habit number 1, subliminals. This is the easiest thing that you can incorporate into your everyday because it literally takes up no extra time. You can listen to subliminals while you're working out, you're getting ready in the morning, doing your skincare, showering, eating, sleeping, especially sleeping. That is one of the most powerful times to listen to subliminals. But subliminals are literally working without you even having to try. It's a direct access point to rewiring your subconscious brain. Now, let me explain how and why it works very briefly because I feel like a lot of people do not explain that at all. And I'm going to also explain how you can incorporate it best into your everyday life. So first of all, what is a subliminal? So subliminals are like audio recordings. They're audio tracks that include affirmations, like affirmations that have to do with whatever it is you want to call in, how you want to glow up, right? And then also usually includes like another audio, like a high vibrational frequency, like 432 hertz or a manifestation frequency. But what makes subliminals different to just saying affirmations or listening to affirmations is that it completely bypasses your conscious mind. You do not hear these affirmations, okay? These affirmations are tuned to a very specific frequency of 16,000 hertz to 17,500 hertz. This bypasses your subconscious mind, bypasses your hearing range. And why is that important? Your logical mind cannot resist these affirmations when it does not hear it. They bypass the doubts, the limiting beliefs. This isn't here yet though in my reality voice, and goes straight to your subconscious brain, which controls 95% of your reality. And when you listen consistently, keyword consistently, you begin to literally absorb a new identity without any resistance. Your conscious brain is the logical, reasoning, doubting side of things. And when you don't have that standing in the way, when you don't have those limiting beliefs standing in your way, it is a lot easier to shift your subconscious. That's why subliminals are literally so powerful. Your self-concept shifts, your energy shifts, and your behavior, your physical reality will then start to mirror the change on the inside, the change from your subconscious, and your whole behaviors and habits and reality will then shift without you even trying. Number 1 thing, you need to be consistent with it, okay? You need to listen to subliminals for at least 21 days. And I say 21 days because 21 days has been proven by a lot of like quantum physicists and neuroscientists. Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about it all the time, but it usually takes 21 to 66 days to form a new habit and really solidify that into your physical reality. And it really depends, like, per each person, how long it will take listening to subliminals, how long it's going to work for you, depending on like how many limiting beliefs you have, or like how many beliefs you've just had literally ingrained in your head since childhood. And repetition is so important because let me give you an example, okay? The subconscious mind responds to repetition. It responds to what's familiar, okay? Your subconscious mind responds, your inner reality, and then you see that as a mirror on your outer reality. That's how it works, as within, so without. Example, if you were a child and your parents used to constantly like tell you you are not worthy, you are not smart, you will never amount to anything, you hear these words consistently, those are words that forms a thought, and then those thoughts become beliefs. And those beliefs become behaviors, habits, your reality. Same thing works for subconscious reprogramming and subliminals, but the opposite way. Like, it will literally ingrain these affirmations into your brain consistently. Your subconscious mind sees that as familiarity, and then your outer world will follow. So I recommend also just picking one subliminal. Like, don't just go to YouTube and find like a bunch of different subliminals without doing a research too. You need to go to someone very trustworthy, because when you're listening to a subliminal, like, you don't know what affirmations are in these. Anyone could put an affirmation like, I am ugly, I just gained 10 pounds in like a subliminal, and you would have absolutely no idea that it's in there, and then you'll be literally constantly feeding your mind those things, okay? And there have been horror stories about like listening to like really dark and negative subliminals. So I don't want to say, I'm not saying this to scare you at all. Like, subliminals are extremely powerful and I highly suggest you do that, but just be very careful on who you choose to listen to subliminals from. Like, do your research, make sure that they are trustworthy. And also, when I say like pick just one subliminal, do not pick a random like grow your hair really long subliminal and just listen to that for like 2 days and then change your subliminal. You need to pick one subliminal that has everything, your whole glow up featured in one thing, and listen to that consistently. Remember, your subconscious mind responds to repetition. And I'm going to make a whole separate videos on just subliminals and going through all the science, going through all the research studies, because there are so many peer-reviewed research studies on why and how and proving that subliminals actually work. There's a CIA document, I will include it on the screen right here, that proves that subliminals work. I'm going to make a whole nother video just going through everything, going through step-by-step guide on how to use it, how to pick it, and also how to make your own subliminals, because that is extremely powerful. So watch out for that. But if you guys need a good recommendation for good subliminals, inside Recode, my 21-day glow up program, I do have a library of subliminals for you guys to listen to every single day, 24/7, when you're sleeping, when you're getting ready in the morning. And I also really set very clear intentions on all these subliminals with like good and positive energy. I layered on top of that like high vibrational frequencies and a complete auditory experience, so you can get the absolute most out of these subliminals. So you guys know where to find Recode. And I've been listening to my own subliminals for a while now, and let me tell you, it freaking works. And I'm so excited to hear how everything shifts for you guys too. Your subconscious believes what it hears most, so give it something beautiful to believe. Okay, habit number 2, meditation. Okay, probably one of the most important habits. Okay, why do you think all the CEOs, all of the billionaires, all the extraordinary people who live extraordinary lives in our universe today, why do you think all of them have a common denominator of they all meditate? They all stand by meditation. Why do you think so many successful people meditate? That is your energetic anchor. That is your secret to a glow up, to becoming the best level version of yourself, to becoming an extraordinary person. In order to manifest, have faster manifestations, have a faster glow up, you need to tune into the exact electromagnetic frequency of this next level version of yourself, right? That's just how it is. That is quantum physics. And to live, truly live every single second of your day at that frequency, that requires meditation. Because over time, meditation makes high vibrational living completely effortless. Now, you want to be meditating twice a day. The time that you manifest at is extremely important. So in the morning and at night, AM and PM, right when you wake up in the morning and right as you go to bed at night. Why? Because when you are just waking up and when you are just falling asleep, okay, your brain wave state is at an alpha and then to theta brainwave state. So for example, you and me right now, you're watching me right now, I'm talking to you right now, we are in a beta brainwave state. That is just like our daily consciousness, like being active, doing work, like just doing random things. Beta brainwave state, that is where our brain operates. But right before we go to bed and right as we wake up, our brainwave state naturally switches from beta to alpha to theta and then to delta when we're like literally fast dead asleep. But when you are in these alpha theta brainwave states, your brain, your subconscious mind is more suggestible to the information that you are receiving. It's the state where your subconscious is the most open. Meditating during these windows will allow you to subconsciously shift like that. Rewire your beliefs, like regulate your nervous system, visualize in the quantum field, and return to your highest self. And meditation in as a whole is like literally gets you into an alpha and theta brainwave state. That's what meditation does. It gets you into those brainwave states. And to do it even easier, to give yourself like literally a little cheat sheet, do it when you first wake up before you do anything else, before you literally get out of bed, play the meditation. Right as you're falling asleep, like you're sleepy, you're tired, you just took your melatonin, your magnesium, play the meditation and then fall asleep right after. And I'm about to show you like proof that meditation works and why it's so powerful in a second. I got my book right here. But Recode, okay? The main thing about Recode, meditation is so important, and Recode includes an AM and PM meditation that you can do every single day right when you wake up and right when you go to sleep at night. And these meditations will rewire your subconscious brain. They will get into that alpha and theta brainwave state so easy. They come also with an auditory experience, a very, very subliminal experience as well ingrained into it. Visualization, you will have direct access into the quantum field where everything is possible. And your AM meditations will elevate your energy, set the tone for the day. And your PM meditations will help you fall asleep while helping you reprogram your entire identity. Meditation is not just spiritual, okay? It's neurological. It literally reshapes your brain. It reshapes the neural pathways. And it's one of the core reasons of who I am today and how I manifested my entire life, how I went through so many phases of glow ups in my life. It is the reason why I am literally a millionaire at 26 years old. And I started from nothing, okay? I did not grow up with rich parents. I didn't grow up with like opportunities. I made this world for myself, and this is how I did it. And that's why like Recode is so special to me, because it has literally everything I did, like meditating, subliminals, mirror work, activation audios, and then some journaling prompts that you can keep up with every single day for 21 days. A habit tracker has everything you need. And you know where to find Recode. So I'm going to give you some proof on meditation. So in the book Tools of Titans, which is written by author Tim Ferriss, he basically analyzed the habits and the patterns of 200 of the most successful millionaires and billionaires of our time. And by his account, 80% of these people meditate and swear by meditation. Meditation is one of the most reliable forms of vibrational elevation. Now the evidence here is clear, okay? The number one money manager, hedge fund guy of all time, Ray Dalio, he meditates. The number one woman in media of all time, Oprah Winfrey, meditates. The world's number one earning actor of all time, Jerry Seinfeld, meditates. The world's number one business builder of all time, Steve Jobs, meditates and swears by meditations. A lot of you don't know, but this is how he became so successful and how he became like to live this such an extraordinary life. He actually wanted to become a monk, okay? He wanted to become a monk until one of his gurus like told him like, no, like you're destined for more. You can be spiritually enlightened and have literally live an extraordinary life and have material possessions and have anything you want in your life. He did everything that is in Recode. He did everything that I'm telling you guys right now. And lastly, the world's number one professional coach of all time, Phil Jackson, he meditates. Now let me talk about Phil Jackson for a second, because his story is so unique and so beautiful. And for all my sports lovers out there, like you will find a lot of reference in this. And I just think his story is really, really interesting and so powerful to hear. Okay, so under Coach Phil Jackson, that the Chicago Bulls won 6 NBA championships in just 9 years. Okay, if you don't know anything about basketball, which I don't know anything about basketball, I don't really know anything about sports just from like what my boyfriend has taught me, but that is a lot of championships in just 9 years. And very few people are aware that the reason why he is the #1 professional sports coach of all time, the reason why he won all these championships in just 9 years is because he meditates, and he made every single one of the players on his team meditate daily. Okay, he was so strict about meditation. He was literally called the Zen Master. And it wasn't just like, you guys should meditate. It was an integral part of the team's training, and the reason why they won so many championships. And then in 2000, he was recruited by the LA Lakers, which at the time they were completely struggling. Like, their team was just known to be just like not the best, because they literally had not won a championship since 1988, which was a 12-year drought at that point. So they needed some serious help, so they recruited Jackson. And so Jackson got the entire team, including Kobe Bryant, who is a superstar basketball player. He got every single one of the person to meditate. And what happened? In the first year together, the Lakers won the championship. They won it all. After that long of a period, like not winning anything, he just came around, told them all to meditate. They meditated daily, and they won the championship on the first year. Not only that, they won 3 NBA titles in a row. And in total, Jackson won 11 NBA titles, like from the Bulls and from the Lakers combined, which is like sets the record for any coach of all time. Now, this is a quote that he said: "As much as we pump iron and we run to build our strength up, we need to build our mental strength so we can focus, so we can be in concert with one another." He also summarized why he's so dedicated to the practice. He said, "You're beginning your day with a quiet mind and starting your day in peace. Then you're always capable of bringing yourself back to that place." Meditation gives you the ability to maintain a positive vibration, especially in like, you know, professional sports like that, where you have losses and wins all the time over and over again. And just like life, you have losses and you have wins and you have so many different changes in your life. But what meditation does is it keeps the vibration positive, so you can do absolutely anything you want. So if there's one habit that I can encourage you to start with today, it is meditation. There's also research study that says meditation raises your IQ, it increases your focus, it increases your creativity, it reduces your blind spots on your everyday life, it gives you super perception, it rewires your subconscious mind. There's also research study that it says it extends your entire lifeline. It makes you more compassionate, it improves your personality, it improves your happiness, decreases self-critical tendencies, it decreases your anxiety. What else does it do? It increases your working memory, it increases agreeableness, it increases focus, it increases the quality of intimate relationships, it increases conscientiousness, it increases level of self-reported well-being, it increases self-compassion, perspective taking, it shapes individuals' personality and self-concept toward more healthy profiles, towards a glow up. Okay, the #1 thing to glow up your life is meditation. All right, and listen, okay, if you've tried meditation before and you just found it really hard and you just quit, okay, if you felt like meditation has failed for you before, that is so common, more than you realize. Like, every single person who meditates daily and it becomes a part of their lifestyle, like me, when I first started meditating, everyone will go through a period where it's just a little uncomfortable. It's a little weird at first. Like, you don't know if it's actually working. I was like that too. When I first started meditating, I quit because I had no idea what meditation was. I wasn't really taught how to meditate. I wasn't giving the tools. It's common. And also, like R.J. Purcell says, failure in meditation has just one definition: you are not doing it. And it has only 2 causes: either A, you have not been sufficiently motivated to practice, or B, you have not been well taught. And if you have had either of these issues in your life, I'm here to help you. And that is why I made Recode, to help you meditate. It's easy. It's a guided meditation. All you have to do is press play in the morning and press play at night, and it will guide you, and you have everything just right there for you. So let's get on to the next one. Okay, habit number 3 is something that literally has to be like a lifestyle shift for you. So easy. Like, it's just literally changing your perspective and mindset shift, but it's identity work. And all you have to do, like work-wise, like like not even work-wise, but like to really just start it, you just have to do some simple journaling, some simple shadow work and reflection to figure out who is your new identity and what identity are you leaving behind. What identity are you completely destroying and killing off and murdering and holding a funeral for in order to make space for this new level version of yourself, your glowed up self that has all of your manifestations, that looks exactly how you want to look, that is as healthy as you want to be, that is the best version of yourself, okay? And like the number one thing for manifestation and for glow up, you just need to start with identity work. And it's not hard. I talk about this all the time, but you will never outgrow who you believe you are. So if you want a real glow up, it has to begin with your identity. Who do you think you are right now? Who are you right now? And who do you want to be? Identity work means rewiring the internal narrative that you've unconsciously been living by. You can't have new and changed things because those new and changed things that you want, that glow up version of yourself that you want, vibrates at a different level frequency of who you are right now, right? That's the reason why I don't have those things, because you're not vibrating at the same frequency, because you are not the same person. You have different habits. So your first step is to create an identity, and then you stick with that identity every second of every day. You wake up tomorrow morning on your first day of this 21-day program. You wake up tomorrow morning through the eyes and through the lens of your new identity, of the next level version of yourself that has your total glow up era, all of your manifestations. You are going to live life like a movie character, as a character, and you can set timers on your phone, like 3 timers a day, like the alter ego name of your identity, to remind yourself to act, like stand up straight if you're like working on your computer, to like stand like your new identity, to talk like your new identity, to like move like your new identity, do your skincare, make decisions like them, think like them, believe like them, perceive like them. That is you changing the frequency, matching up to the frequency of your glowed up self, of who you want to be. You do this, reality has no choice, the universe has no choice, God has no choice but to then literally give you the physical things in your reality to match up to that frequency that you are embodying. It's about embodiment. It's about being right now, right here. It's not about manifesting or wishing or hoping for. No, you're not doing any of that, because you can become the version of yourself that you so badly want to be right now. Literally right now, you become. That's all you have to do. You act, you pretend. A really good analogy for this is when you're falling asleep at night, right? You had to pretend to fall asleep in order to fall asleep. You have to pretend to fall asleep in order to fall asleep. That is exactly how manifestation and how a real glow up works. You have to pretend to already be the glowed up version of yourself in order to be that person. That is how it works. That is how consciousness works. That is how quantum physics works. That is just the way the universe works. You fake it till you make it, you act, and then you will become. You change your internal perceptions, beliefs, reality, thoughts. You work on those limiting beliefs, subconscious reprogramming, subliminals, meditation, shadow work, mirror work, and you just are. And in Recode, we create a completely new identity script based on the version of you who already is your glowed up self. And then in Recode 2, we enforce this daily until it becomes your truth for 21 days. And you will do this like literally right at the beginning of this 21-day program, because it should be step number 1. Now, habit number 4 is you want to start reading. Okay, read 10 pages every single day. This sounds small, like smaller than identity work and subliminals meditation, but it's really big. And 10 pages takes up like 10-15 minutes of your time. Like right before you go to bed, just allocate time in your day to read 10 pages. But I'm not just talking about like any 10 pages of some random fiction book, okay? I'm not talking Colleen Hoover. I'm talking 10 pages of a book that opens your mind, that broadens your perspective, that gets you thinking and gets you learning about quantum physics, neuroscience, spirituality, astrology, universal laws, metaphysics, wealth psychology, emotional healing, shadow work. And I could also make like a whole nother YouTube video going through all of my all-time favorite books, ranging from beginners to like middle tier to like accelerated spiritual book learners, because I really read so many books. I've read so many books throughout my entire life, and I can tell you all the best ones that will shift your perspective, that will broaden your mindset. But reading is everything, okay? Every day, feed your subconscious, feed your body, feed your mind something that expands it. You become more intelligent. You become more understanding of why things work, of why like the science is behind subconscious reprogramming, why like the science is behind meditating and subliminals. You know why. And listen, your subconscious brain, like your mind, constantly looks for proof that something is real, right? And like in everyday sense, which we'll talk about a little bit at the end, but it constantly seeks for proof. So if you are reading a book that explains the science behind it, like the concrete proof, like looking at research papers, like CIA documents, or just reading stuff that shows you concrete proof that manifestation works, that subliminals work, that meditation works, your brain has no other reason to not believe that it doesn't work if there's concrete proof. And there is so much concrete proof out there. It's not just woo-woo stuff. Like, I know a lot of the things I post is like woo-woo, spiritual, astrology, whatever, and people will be like, that's not, like, that's against science. Actually, spirituality literally is science. Like, there is so much like science-backed, like spiritual, metaphysical reasonings behind absolutely everything I teach. That is something that helps me a lot, is like understanding the science behind it, understanding quantum physics and the neuroscience and the metaphysics behind absolutely everything. I've read so many books and educated myself. I've taken courses on it, even just like learning like neurolinguistic programming. I'm currently back in school right now, also expanding my mind even further and working on my practitioners for NLP, and also looking to right now to accreditate myself in neuroscience and also metaphysics. I've taken a couple courses, but let me know if you guys have any recommendations of like different schools that I can study that with, because I am always wanting to expand my mind, and that also could just be like the Sagittarius energy in me and like my North Node in the 9th house. But I constantly love to learn and just want to learn absolutely everything. But it is so important, and the version of you that you are becoming right now, she's intelligent, okay? They're intelligent, they're informed, they know their stuff. They're leading their own mind. They are self-aware. So educate yourself. Reading 10 pages a day is a direct frequency upgrade. And over 21 days, your thoughts won't even sound the same, I promise you. Okay, number 5, this is a fun one. Using astrology to glow up, okay? Use astrology to glow up. Your birth chart is your cosmic blueprint, okay? It gives you literally a little roadmap. It is your little guide to how you can become the best, most magnetic version of yourself. It's all written right there for you. It shows you exactly where your natural beauty, your natural magnetism, your natural radiance, what everything just comes from. And also how to work with it and what you can do to amplify it, to amplify your beauty, to amplify your magnetism, to like get your dream body, to become the most feminine version of yourself, the most masculine version of yourself, whatever it is you're looking for, to make the most amount of money. Your birth chart can tell you everything. That's why I love astrology so much, because astrology helped me through one of the darkest times in my life, and that is why I'm so passionate about teaching it. So here's what to look at to glow up physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Like a physically glow up, a beauty glow up, you want to be looking at your Venus sign, your Lilith sign, as well as your moon sign and your rising sign. Your rising sign is how others perceive you, how you believe others to perceive you as. It's like the most, not if the most important like thing in your chart. It's more important than your sun sign in my opinion. Your moon sign is your emotional world. Your Venus sign is your divine feminine energy. It is your beauty, your attraction, your creativity, your art, your aesthetic. It's how you dress. You look at your Venus sign for your own aesthetic and how to dress and how to become the most magnetizing version of yourself. Every time, this is just an example for me, every time I wear the color red and the color black, I always get comments like, you can literally go to my TikTok right now and go to a video of me wearing like red, okay? Do it right now. I swear you will, one of the top comments is someone saying like, oh my god, you look way more glowing today than usual. Like, what are you doing? Someone's like, you look amazing in red. I get the most compliments when I wear those two colors. Why? Because I'm a Scorpio rising, I'm an Aries Venus, and I'm a Scorpio Lilith, okay? So those colors of Scorpio and Aries, it's black and red. And Venus in particular is Aries, and Venus is all about your fashion, your beauty, your aesthetics, like what makes you just glow and like magnetize people. Red, that's the color for me. So learn about it, and then make decisions every day based on that. And you don't only have to wear black and red. Like, I get it, like some people are like, wait, but like I hate those colors. It's like way more to it than just one singular color, I promise you. Like, and you can also wear any other color. Obviously I wear every color in my wardrobe, but if you have a special event that night, you're going on a date, wear some red, or wear whatever color matches with your Venus and your Lilith. Your rising sign also all about makeup, the best makeup that could fit you and make you the most like confident and magnetizing and charming. Your Lilith sign too is your dark feminine energy. That's like your sensual energy. Your Mars sign too. Your Mars sign will help you work out to the best of your ability, to the best of your blueprint. To get your dream body, you look at Mars, you look at the 6th house as well. Also for glow up, for looks, you look at the 1st house. And Mars is also your workout motivation. 6th house is like how you should be fueling your body, your nutrition, how you should be eating. For example, I'm a Scorpio Mars, okay? So I need something to work out every day that's gonna like literally push me, that's intense, that's deep, that's not just like surface level little Pilates, even though I love Pilates. Pilates, like reformers Pilates, even though that doesn't match up with my Mars. I still do it, whatever. But this is what I do. Every other day I switch up my workout. So I'll either go to like reformers Pilates, which is more of like a Cancer Mars, or like Libra Mars Pisces type of energy. But I love it too, and it also fits my birth chart in other ways. But then the next day I go to Astrological, which fits my Scorpio Mars like so perfectly. It's basically just like an intense, very, very transformative version of that. It's like deep, dark lights down, like screaming in your ear, like it's a deeper, intense form of Pilates. And I've seen the biggest change in my body, in my strength, when I started solid core. And also too, like I used to do this also, but like boxing for Scorpio Mars as well as Aries Mars, like just something like high energy. And I can also make this a whole separate video going through all of the Venus, all of the combinations, and just explain everything to you and how you can utilize it. If you want me to make that video for you, I can totally do that. Just let me know in the comments. And also to like glow up your finances and your career, you want to look at the 10th house, you want to look at the midheaven, you want to look at the 2nd house, and you also want to look at the 6th house. And you also want to look at your Jupiter, and you also want to look at your Venus too, because that is your magnetism. But you add all these and oh my goodness, you are unstoppable. And you know what? I'll just make a whole separate video because I can talk about that for so long. Okay, next habit, you already know what I'm about to say right now, but that's journaling, daily shadow work, but in more specifically doing shadow work based on the lunar cycle. So working with the moon cycles, with the new moon and the full moon, to do your shadow work and do your journaling and unlock some very key stuff in your transformation, in your glow up journey. The full moon is great for releasing old patterns, for killing that old identity, for killing any old perceptions, patterns, versions of yourself that no longer serve you, to learn from that and to do that shadow work, and then to take that energy of fear or trauma or anxiety or whatever and then alchemize that into power. And the new moons are great for setting new intentions and new beginnings. Is the beginning of a lunar cycle, anchoring your new identity and planting those energetic seeds. And obviously I do create new moon and full moon workbooks every single month, twice a month, and also meditation, so you guys can choose to utilize that if you guys want, but it's made specifically for each birth chart as well. And we'll take you through exactly how each new moon and full moon is specifically affecting you and how you can utilize it to do your shadow work. And also in Recode, my little program, I do have journal prompts for each day, and they're also included is shadow work. And these journal prompts will take no more than like 5 to 10 minutes of your time. And you could choose to utilize them or you can not choose to utilize them. You can just listen to the meditation and subliminals, but it will help you. Okay, next is mirror work. You guys already know I've talked about it here on my channel before. A whole video designated just for mirror work, so I'm going to keep it very brief. But basically mirror work is you are having a mirror and you're staring into your eyes in the mirror, and then you are speaking essentially affirmations and you're speaking your new reality into the mirror. Now your eyes are the window to the soul. Your mirror is a portal. So what you're doing is you're having direct access, a portal into your subconscious mind. You're rewiring how you look at yourself, how you perceive the world. You are changing your physical reality through this portal of the mirror. And in Recode does come with an extra activation audio made specifically for mirror work. So when you are doing mirror work every single day, you can play this audio and it will boost the frequency and it will help your mirror work practice be like 1,000 times more powerful. And mirror work is simple too. You can like habit stack this as well when you're doing your skincare, when you're brushing your teeth. You can literally just like say like in your head little affirmations to yourself, like I am beautiful, my skin is so clear, my hair is so long and full and thick and shiny. Whatever it is that you want to call in, mirror work is so powerful. Okay, next is you want to build evidence every single day of who it is you now are, of who it is you're now becoming, of your new identity. Okay, this is your proof loop evidence field. Your brain is always scanning for patterns to confirm what you believe. If you tell it I'm magnetic, it will show you how you are magnetic. It will show you reflections of that. Eye contact, like people staring at you, people commenting on your videos, compliments, aligned opportunities. And your brain, as I said earlier, is always looking for proof, for evidence that you are living in your reality, right? Always looking for proof, and that proof solidifies within your subconscious mind. So you go out throughout your entire day searching for evidence that your new reality exists. And when you go searching for evidence, you just naturally, you will get evidence in your day. You just make that kind of like a mindful thing. And you also do journaling right at night, and you just be very mindful of like that evidence. So you just write down the evidence for the day of why you are that next level identity right now. And in Recode, I will help you train your mind into recognizing and to receiving evidence every single day of your new identity. Evidence every day of your glow up, no matter how small, big, whatever. That consistency compounds. And also, like, to find evidence every day, you can literally go to the coffee shop and you can have a conversation with the coffee worker and you can tell them a lie, okay? So if you're trying to manifest or you're trying to, like, whatever, glow up or something, you could just tell them you're a different name, your alter ego name. You should create an alter ego for your new identity, for your glow up version of yourself, and tell them that's your name and that's the version of yourself that is already glowed up. That's just like a little way that you can find evidence. So when you get that like coffee, they call that name, your subconscious brain just thinks, oh, that's proof I am already her right now. That's just like little ways that you can find evidence throughout the day. Like, you can induce those evidence. Once you do that, you will just naturally see evidence, and you will naturally see evidence once you're listening to subliminals, you're meditating, like, you are going to see evidence every single day, and all that compounds. And that is it. Actually, also as a little bonus, I'm just going to throw that in here. I've talked about this before, but show yourself one of the 5 love languages every single day. Like, you want to fall in love with yourself. You want to show yourself that you love yourself right now, who you are now. I mean, like, you are your new identity anyway, but show yourself those love languages just like you would show a partner. Show that to yourself. And that really is it. It's really this simple. And also in Recode, it includes a 21-day habit tracker, so you can turn any of your old habits that no longer aligns with your new identity. Your old identity, you can turn those habits into new habits, like these right here, obviously, or into new micro habits as well, like showing yourself 5 love languages. And it also has a little menu of all the 5 love languages, so every day you can just like pick one of the things of each love language and then just do it throughout the day. It's a cute little menu. And this is the real glow up, okay? It's a glow up not from shame, not from force, not from trying so hard, but from reprogramming a whole new identity, softening into self-love, regulating your nervous system, and allowing your body to be someone that can receive this glow up, to rewire your subconscious brain and use science-backed techniques to actually do so, to actually glow up. And I built Recode for you. It's not just a program, it's a frequency shift. It's how you become the version of you that already exists somewhere in the quantum field. You just bring it into reality right now. The link for Recode to sign up is linked down below. You know where to find it. You can also find it on my website, alexigigi.com, and let's recode our lives together. But I love you guys so much, and I am so grateful that you're here with me. And if you made it to the end of this video, I know that something shifted for you just a little bit. If you do these habits, I promise your life is gonna shift. And you also have Recode to help you get there. And I love you so much. I am so proud of you. And if you made it this far into the video, comment a 555, and I chose 555 because that is the angel number of change, of switching frequencies into your new identity. So confirm your frequency shift and write 555 down below, and then also let me know how you are liking Recode and what shifts you have felt just from doing the meditations for like literally even one day, because you will feel a shift after one day from listening to the subliminals and all that good stuff. I love you guys so much, and I cannot wait to hear about your experiences. I will see you in the next video.